Well, today I'm with my friend Dov Yoran. He's the CEO and co-founder of CommandZero. He previously co-founded ThreatGrid, which was successfully acquired by Cisco. And his current startup, CommandZero, provides an autonomous and AI-assisted cyber investigation platform which supercharges Tier 2 and Tier 3 analysis of threats. So, Dov, it's good to have you again today.
Yeah, it's great to see you, Walter. Looking forward to the conversation.
Awesome. Well, let's get into the problem that you're solving. I've heard you talk a lot about the scarcity of tier two and tier three analysts and the knowledge that's trapped in their head, and also the amount of threats that are going on out there today from the bad guys. So let's talk about the number one pain point that's out there that you guys are addressing with Command Zero.
Yeah, it's really helping modernize the Security Operations Center with the advent of increased number of attacks, the frequency, and the maliciousness of these attacks, and the complexity of the current environment. Enabling analysts of varying degrees of experience to conduct investigation from alert triage all the way to escalation to remediation. And so we're helping all of these folks up their game to do the best they can.
Got it. And so the problem that I've seen is manual investigation of threats is not scalable. It takes too long, and the threats are coming in too fast and too sophisticated. And so what you've done is create a system that really puts more power into more of the security staff on the team, right? So you're taking your expert knowledge of the security analysts that are on your team. You've curated some knowledge and some prompts to help people at any level solve these challenges that previously could only be charged or solved by really senior analysts. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's exactly right. We've taken investigative questions. At the root of every investigation is a question as the basic building block, right? You want to ask the right question to the right data source.
Hmm.
And so we've enabled an ecosystem to encourage and automate and autonomize these questions that are asked upon these data sources in your environments. And so that it helps teach more junior folks and kind of how and where to conduct and how to materialize those and then sort of provide better answers in a more consistent way.
Hmm.
And we offload the burden of some of the more senior analysts without the drudgery and the administrative pains that they're feeling now by leveraging both the knowledge base, our security fabric, our agents, and the agentic approach that we take. So it's a combination of several things that we help the teams drive forward on.
Cool. And I also saw that you help get to you help answer the question faster of, is this a threat that needs to be addressed, or is it not a threat that we need to address? Because that's going to suck up somebody's time if you're just spending all your time deciding whether or not it's a valid threat to address, or is it something we can overlook. So how do you help that speed up that process in general?
Yeah, and so leveraging agents, leveraging LLMs, what we're taking is a body of evidence that
Mm,
this said escalation has produced. And we're collecting that information and we're presenting the timeline, the reports, the insights, and better visualizing what happened during said event.
hmm.
And we can take then the remediative actions, but distilling that information and showing sort of in a crystal clear way what happened and what to do next just takes away with a lot of that drag and that toil that folks normally have to associate with in order to come up with the answer.
Got it. So where is the AI used the most in your overall solution?
Honestly, it's embedded throughout the platform. The thing that I find most uh, revealing from our customers and our clients is not sort of the ubiquitous nature of AI and how it's helping them sort of across the board, but the nature at which we do it, because all of our investigations are completely open. You know exactly the types of questions that are asked, the types of data sources that are queried, and the types of information that's pulled back. The nature of that and all the conclusions are done with an open book.
Hmm.
And so it really instills trust in the platform and allows you to say, okay, you can now trust the AI and it's within the proper governance structure, that it's not just running rampant in the environment. We get a lot of high remarks on the trust, the ability to understand the types of information that the AI is generating, and the consistency of it. So from investigator to investigator and from investigation to investigation, having a level of consistency that minimizes, hallucination, drift, and other kinds of things, is something that's strongly desired, or at least that's what, the early feedback is from a number of our
Hmm.
customers on.
Well, thinking about customers, without mentioning any company names, what would be a before state and an after state after they put your solution in place? And I've seen some people say, they were able to resolve things, complex things in minutes or anything like that. But can you think of a certain case study, what the before state was and what the after state was?
Oh yeah, it is not uncommon, just increasing the efficiencies of the teams 40+%, that much more. We get well over 95% accuracy when compared to sort of a human investigation. So um, across a myriad of different investigation types, uh, from business email compromise to identity supported investigations, to alert triaging, to even standing up threat hunting programs. So we're pretty excited when we sit through, walk through a pilot and kind of see the feedback and the energy back from the team, where they're excited, which is yeah, it's very intoxicating as a startup.
Where do you think there's the greatest cost savings for customers? Like what do you see as far as like just reduced overall expenses, costs, anything like that? Where's the big savings that
I
you
think
can
it's
achieve?
being able to deploy and do more with less. The efficiency gains is really unparalleled. I mean, you're taking teams that were underwater, and sort of maximizing their efforts and enabling them to do not only maximizing their efforts, but actually again to do the more meaningful, significant work, right? So all of those things are really bringing about really positive feedbacks.
Cool. What about like speeding up the onboarding process of, let's say, junior analysts or even analysts that just, whether they're junior, senior, or whatnot, coming into a company and helping them get up to speed on the environment? How does it help with that?
Oh, wow, that's a great point. We get a ton of feedback from the teams, right? An analyst takes often 6 months to get onboarded and to get them understanding the context, the environment. That's compressed down to weeks, right? And even less. The
Hmm.
platform fires up, it allows and guides them through investigations or reviewing things that happen in real time. And I don't mind keeping it if it
Okay,
works.
we'll keep some of that. Okay, so what were we talking about? We were talking about the onboarding, right?
Oh, right, the onboarding. So teams that don't have any contextual awareness of the environment or individuals as they come on board, whether they're new to the industry or new to that role. We have a number of elements, identities and really business context that our platform feeds and that gets fed into our platform. And so that just is a sea change in how their ability to onboard and be productive in a matter of weeks rather than the industry norm of 6 months, 9 months
Yeah,
even, but from some larger enterprises.
cool. What would you say is the ideal customer profile for you?
Um, we would say in the scenario around about 3 billion in revenue, larger. They have to have enough of a team to understand the kind of content we create and work with them. So
Mhm.
they have a SOC, they have in-house SOC. Many of our customers only have tier two or tier three or escalations, and they outsource tier one to MSSPs and MDRs. Perfectly normal. And obviously, we scale all the way up to Fortune. We have a number of Fortune-sized clients in the environment. It's not a size matter; it's a maturity, right? At least a decent level of maturity for that cyber defense team.
Got it. So it's not the size of the team or the size of the company as far as headcount. It's more the maturity of the security organization.
That's right. That's right. Although it tends to be, at least, 3, 4 thousand employees tends to
Okay,
be um, the metric where they have a sizable team. But it depends, you're right, on the team itself.
got it. What's the best way if people want to learn more and engage with your company?
Website, LinkedIn, email, any of the above. I mean, we're excited. We push out a lot of really interesting content on our blog through LinkedIn. We're out there speaking at different conferences and events. So we'll love to hear from you if you think it'd be a fit for your environment.
Got it. Online. So if you go on your website, is there, request a demo or talk to a salesperson, or what does that look like?
Yeah, we have exactly. There's request a demo. There's a number of video snippets so you can see the platform in action. They're just sort of quick snippets, so you got to get a flavor of what it is. But yeah, we walk through all conversations and very much the personal touch here on this side of the monitor. So we'd very much welcome that the audience.
Yeah, cool. Well, Dov, this has really been great learning about Command Zero and your awesome solution, and I just look forward to watching the growth and watching the adoption of your product in the market.
Yep, me too. I appreciate it, and thank you for inviting me on again. And looking forward to the next one.
All right, good to talk to you, Dov.
Take care.